It's beautiful. It's quite beautiful outside. You know, it's quite strange how you get so used to, you know, playing in the day when you spawn, and all of a sudden it's like, you know, it's night, and it's like, I don't know, it feels kind of peaceful, but it's not, you know, very well not. I think it's very pretty though. You know, playing in the dark it's kind of like, it's very pretty outside. You know, this is kind of like what you picture when you picture like ambient Minecraft. You know what I mean? Like, this is probably what someone would picture, right? Here we go. Let's build the top to this. I wonder what my first house would look like, considering, you know, it's kind of, it's weird playing in the dark, you know? There's no signs of life around me so far. I mean, there's only like sheep, you know. But there's not very many mobs or monsters around. It's just very peaceful. And honestly, your footsteps. Whoa, that's weird. Um, I'm not that good of a builder, but I'll see what I can come up with. Let's see here. Oh, what's that? What's this? Oh, wait. Got rid of it. Okay. Right. Let's keep exploring. Mushrooms. What is this? Copper ore. Whoa. Why not just build a little tiny little hut, right? I don't see anything wrong with that. Let's probably be able to talk about something. I don't know if you guys have ever been stuck in consider the eternal darkness. I want to say it's like cursed, but it's more so, you know, it's been a while since we've seen the sun. Kind of just stuck with the moon as of now. It's nothing crazy. Kind of crazy, I guess. But, you know, I guess something we can talk about is, you know, being alone in a world is, a lot of people, you know, it's something a lot of people face. A lot of people feel as if there's nothing else to go to. Unfortunately, it's them doing a lot of crazy things. You know, sometimes we don't necessarily understand as people, but it's maybe too small. What do you guys think? What does that leave like? Nah, why not? It'll be a little hut, I guess. I can always build onto it, right? I don't know. I don't really build. Anyways, um, yeah, what was I gonna say? Oh, but being alone in the world is, it's not quite an easy thing to deal with. If you've never experienced it before, that's probably a good thing. A lot of people do feel as if they have nothing left or nothing to do, right? And, oh boy, I didn't plan on my accident well already. Anyways, yeah, it's not an easy thing to deal with. And sometimes it can feel almost isolating at times, because you would think that, like, oh, being alone, is peaceful. Or a lot of people, if you tend to be extroverted, right, it can be kind of like, it can suck, you know what I mean? And, um, I do hope that none of you go through the process of being alone, but, you unfortunately, that does happen. Just realized all these are up here. Let me get rid of those. Sorry, guys. Um, and if you have gone through that, I do want to say I'm sorry that's happened to you. Well, I gotta stop saying that's pretty bad. When I went to school, they told me not to do that, but I guess I didn't pay attention, right? Yeah, my superlative was, mostly go to fall asleep, so. What shocker, right? Oh, I should probably sit up. Yeah, but, being alone isn't the easiest thing to deal with, and if you are alone, I suggest you find your community, one way or the other, right? And, hopefully you'll find someone that suits your fancies. In case you're curious about me, I'm one of the lucky few that, I've never really felt alone. Yes, not as much as I have recently. Recently, I've, hit a big milestone. It almost feels as if, like, no one's there, right? Like, it feels like as if I'm tall enough. Yeah. I almost feel like as if I'm not competing with others, but oopsies. But I don't know how to explain it. Yeah, we could probably go. Yeah, we're probably good. I don't know about you guys, but I like to have my builds. I think 3 block ceiling is tall enough. Anything taller than that, yeah. I'm not building a mansion, right? If I was building a mansion, I'd have 10-foot tall ceilings, but clearly I'm not. You can tell by the dimensions. Nor is it going to be a tower. It's just gonna be a little. Let's go with a little hut, right? Kind of go with something small. Just something to keep me safe. For the time being. Although the mobs will spawn yet. Hopefully we have a little bit more time. I do not know. I keep jumping topics, don't I, guys? Well, anyways, back to the topic at hand. Yeah, being alone is like, it feels very isolating, and like I said recently, all throughout like school and everything, I never really felt alone. I feel like I always had a friend, always had a teacher. It didn't matter, right? I feel like now more than ever, I'm getting to the point where I'm like, man, like I do feel kind of alone, and it feels like it's hard to spend time with my friends, because am I using this wood axe? I should get a new one. But it also feels like it's hard to spend time with friends because it's like, I feel like I could call them up at any time, but in the same sense, it's almost impossible to hang out with them. And a lot of my closest friends, like, aren't really aging the same, and I feel like if I don't distance myself, I'll become worse, Because there are a lot of things that I want to do that a lot of people just think is crazy, like I'm gonna own a house soon, and people are like, wow, in this market? And I'm like, yeah, in this market. And I don't really know, like, yeah, I don't really know what I'm doing, you know, to be honest. I don't know if I make enough money. I'm just an average person, right? And, oh, I don't wanna, thanks, I don't really want to fix it. Oh, I made a pickaxe. I don't want to make a pickaxe. I was not paying attention, I guess, was I? But, you get what I'm saying? Like, I feel, oh, that was stupid. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh. Hey, there's butterflies. Oh, oh, okay. Alright. This is not annoying at all. Oh, I guess there's no more now. That was kind of frustrating. I don't have a spawn point yet, so I'd prefer not to die, you know? I know it isn't far from home, but... Anyways, like I was saying, you know, it is kind of weird, because I do feel like if I don't distance myself from these people, I'll become worse as a person, but I want to remain friendly. Wow, that's a lot of mobs. Ooh. But I want to... Okay, wow. They really are everywhere, huh? Holy crap, dude. Can you not? Can you go away from me? Jeez, dude. Oh, I have to dig myself in a chili pepper seeds. Oh, that's cool. Plant those. Wow. It's not frightening at all. I wonder if I even want to go. Where? What if they'll go away? It's a spider already. One thing I really don't want to deal with is, oh, I hear a zombie. Yep, go figure. Jesus, dude. They're just everywhere, huh? Well, let me see if I can smelt this copper, maybe make some armor. I know it sounds silly, but it's better than nothing, right? Yeah, I know every crafting table down there, but I'm not going in the forest. I'm not going in the forest. Well, yeah, and you know, being alone isn't necessarily a bad thing, right? It can be very beneficial for a lot of people, you know, especially when you're like, not when you're young, but when you're older. You help you find your way. You know, it's like, I don't know what the saying is. It's like, when a man is alone, he either finds himself evolved or in one constant state, right? I don't know, something like that. And, you know, you could choose to evolve. That happened to me, except I'm lucky enough where I've had a girlfriend now for an extended period of time. Um, and she's a very nice lady, you know, a very nice woman. You know, someone who I really do consider to be, I don't want to say my end all be all. People think that's crazy, but you know, like someone I really do consider to be like, you know, like, this girl's gonna do leaps and bounds for me, right? You know, like she's been there for the past 2 years of every milestone I made, and you know, not a lot of dudes, not a lot of people can say that. So I'm very blessed, right? And I'm very blessed to, you know, not call myself necessarily alone, but like I said, I'm now finding myself more and more drawn away from my peers, you know, as I've gotten older. Oh, there's a skeleton right there. think I can some of that aggroing him? Oh, shoot, I'm like really low on health. Oh shoot, oh shoot. I'm trying to get like, I think in this new update you can actually use. Oh no, I'm not playing the right version, am I? I lied to you guys, huh? I don't think I can. Well, that was silly. I forgot in this version you can't do that. Alright, well. That was a waste of cool, I guess. Ooh. Well, hey. Oh no. Oh no. That could be the death of me right there. Stay away, stay away. Stay away. Ooh. Holy crap, you scared the frick out of me, big dog. Ow, ow. Why is there so much input lag? Why are you so strong, you little... Where'd you go? Where'd you go? Where'd you go? Holy crap, this is so panicky. Just die. Aren't you dead? Aren't you dead? Why do you keep dodging everything, dude? Holy crap, holy crap. Oh my god, no, no, I'm not doing this. Okay, so, I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about it. That has to be one of the most aggravating things. I see you, you little... Ow. Holy moly, guys, I'm getting my butt kicked by a stupid big zombie. I just killed me. I don't know about that other stuff, yeah. I just need someone to rest. Why? While that goes down. Anyways, you know, I have a lot of goals and ambitions, and I feel like I want to see all my friends succeed. And I am one of those people who believe you should be around people that, like, around people that make you a better person. But I do understand that, you know, that's not always gonna happen. And oh no, okay, well he's after me now. He's gonna headshot me, frick. God, dude, this game. But also that, you know, unfortunately, like, sometimes, you know, you have to be the person that makes people better, right? You can't simply, you know, you can't use the excuse that that person is gonna make you worse in order to not be friends. If, you know, if you look yourself in the eye and you think, well, you know, maybe this person does have potential, right? And I'm not saying you... Oh, wow, there's lava right there. I did not even see that. I'm not saying you have to be that guy, right? I'm not saying you have to always be the helping hand. Although, I think it's good. I understand that, you know, for a lot of people, that can be exhausting. You know, that can be really... Maybe not frustrating is the word, but that might be the word, you know? Like, it really can be draining in order to keep helping someone, and that's the unfortunate truth, right? But I really do think that sometimes you do have to be that person. You I don't want to say have to be the bigger person, but I mean, in a way, yeah, you... you have to be the guy that they look up to, you know, that they want to be when they're older, right? Or that, like, oh yeah, yeah, that's, ow. Okay, cool. Yeah, it's this. Um, I don't know, I just think that as a person, if you want to evolve, you want to help others. And I don't know, and this is my confliction, why is this time where I'm that guy with my friend, you know, with my peers? Or even, you know, sometimes you feel like you're getting out of touch with people, because, you know, people are people, right? You can't always expect them to have their eyes on you, or whatever it might be, right? So, it's a time where maybe it's just that, right? Where I can step back and trust that we're gonna be friends, because they're about, I think now, one person, I think now, who I've noticed I can do that with. The other one, I don't know. I don't know. I'm starting to think maybe that's not the case, and it does make me sad because as we started to move on to different paths, it's a lot harder to remain friends. That's a lot harder, and I don't want it to be that way. I I want low maintenance friends. I know that sounds bad, but I have a life, right? I want them to be a part of it. I have ambitions, I have goals, I have a job, right? And it's not that hard to simply stop everything to hang out with someone. And I, like, not like that, right? I just mean, like, to constantly work around schedules. And it's not that I don't want to work around schedules, don't get me wrong. Huh, how do I get a door print? Oh, I guess I'm wondering how this works. Okay, well, we officially got a home. Is it good? No, but I'll take it, right? That'll do for now. So we can get a roof going. I wonder if we can make a bed. You know, in a world where you can't do the day, can you know, can you sleep till the next night? If it's always night? I don't know. I don't know, I'm trying to think what I should do for this floor. So we can use the oak I have, maybe. I don't think we have enough spruce, and we definitely don't have enough jungle. But one of the very first things I need for is food. I'm very low on food. But I really didn't want to deal with all those mobs. Actually, I still don't want to deal with those mobs. Do you see any mobs? Even simple ones? I don't. Not fun. It's kind of annoying. I wonder, can we make a hoe? I don't have a bucket though. Guess we can find it by the water. Look how boring my house looks. I don't know, man. I just think that, you know, being... Oh, big! I shouldn't even necessarily say that, I want to know how to get that. Like, that's what I want to know, like... Can we make workbench, maybe? Whoa. That's cool. It's also cool, guys. I don't know how to make these. I don't know what to do here. Let's go ahead and make this, because those bombs were pretty deadly last time we messed with them. I don't want to deal with that. First step. Oh, hey, we can make a table. Oh, that's cool. Right. Oh, what's this? Oh, that's interesting. Hey, there we go. Hey, I figured out how to do that now. That's good. Okay, here we go. Okay, I'm figuring out how this game works. I just want to say, I'm not sure if this was a good recording or not, but I do hope you guys are enjoying it. In fact, I just noticed I've been recording for 26 minutes. Not gonna lie. Hope you guys enjoyed this first episode. I have to be up in 7 hours. I know it's a lot of sleep compared to some of you might get, but yeah, I gotta do a 2 to 12 a.m. shift, right? So, I'll probably call this quits, and whether or not I get distraction, I'll upload again. Probably in the next day or two. It's just for fun. But I just want to tell you guys, I hope you fell asleep to this. It's not that long, but maybe it helped you calm down and collect your thoughts. In the meantime, don't be afraid to be alone, but also accept sometimes it's good to get out, make new friends, maybe go to the gym, maybe go do D&D at your local mall. Not sure what that means to you, but whatever it is, embrace it and make friends, right? Do your best, and if you can't do that, well, that's okay. You'll figure out something to bring you joy, right? And if you haven't, well, comment below, and maybe I'll help you, right? I don't know. I'm not a therapist, but I can talk to people, right? Anyways, I hope you all enjoyed. Stay ripped. Stay nerdy. Whatever your preference is. Have a fantastic night, guys.